peculiar year of 20 whenever, nestled within a timeline seemingly held together by duct tape and conspiracy documentaries narrated by surprisingly articulate raccoons. Glenn Beck didn't just become a media figure. Oh no, that would be far too simple. He transcended. He ascended. He ... buffered. It all began one fateful afternoon. While sipping his 5th can of a particularly potent energy drink, the rare and sacred dew of mountain, he heard a divine whisper bubble up from the neon green foam. A voice, fizzing with cosmic importance, declared, You shall vlog the future." And just like that, his quest began. Armed with a slightly wrinkled green screen, a crystal ball he'd haggled for at Hobby Lobby, approximately 400 tabs open on his browser, Glenn launched his YouTube channel. He called it Beck the Future, Prophecies, Pop Culture, and Possibly Pasta. His predictions were unique. He revealed that Hollywood was secretly run by sentient throw pillows. He claimed that if you squinted just right, Wi-Fi signals would reveal ancient, encrypted prophecies. And his most urgent warning: 2. The next global crisis would be mildly inconvenient, and you should probably bring an umbrella. His subscribers, a legion of spiritually caffeinated souls, filled the comments with profound insights like, "Bro, this feels true and also like a migraine, and I don't really get it, but I believe it." One particularly astute viewer pointed out, "Sir, that is a toaster, not a crystal ball. For Parthiv is never easy." But what is a prophet without a rival? A challenger soon emerged from the digital ether. Alex Jones, the archmage of hot takes, the baron of beef-flavored supplements. Their fated confrontation was destined to take place at a sacred arena. A place where destinies and far too many dinner rolls are forged. The Golden Corral Chocolate Fountain. Philosophers and food bloggers would later call this epic clash the great buffet brawl of beef and broadcast. They faced each other, their robes billowing like Walmart brand Gandalf capes under the fluorescent lights. Jones roared, raising a gnarled staff. "Behold my staff of irradiated turmeric." "Not to be outdone," Glenn retorted, brandishing his own mystical artifact. "Treble, before my +10 wand of monetization." There was no lightning. There were no fireballs. Instead, they flung weaponized YouTube thumbnails at each other. Titles flew through the air, charged with clickbait energy. "You want to believe what the government hides in Buffy mac and cheese." One screamed, "The secret source is a portal to the 4th dimension." Another blared in all caps. The air crackled with algorithmic intensity. Amidst the chaos, a small child, clutching a plate of Jell-O, turned to his mother and asked, "Mum, are the wizards fighting again?" "Yes, little Timmy. Yes, they are." After the battle, which ended in a truce brokered by a manager offering free self-serve, Glenn retreated to his broadcast tower. A repurposed and slightly dusty abandoned Blockbuster was there, surrounded by the ghosts of late fees past, that he penned his holy scroll, the Book of Dew, Revelations in Neon A. This sacred text was filled with profound teachings for the modern age. "Blessed are the caffeinated," one verse read, "for they shall never nap." Another proclaimed, "When the dew glows, destiny flows." Sachi, and a crucial piece of advice: always refrigerate your revelations. It spoke of a coming event known as the Great Carbonated Awakening, a time when sparkling prophecy would descend upon the world. All who believed would be granted wondrous gifts, infinite streaming bandwidth, enlightenment at 120 milligrams of caffeine per sip, and, if they truly repented their impurities like drinking plain water, a free Baja Blast. At long last, the moment of revelation arrived. Glenn stood before his followers, a global congregation connected via a slightly laggy stream. He clutched a chalice shaped like a high-end gamer cup, his eyes glowing with a mixture of destiny and pure, unadulterated sugar. 2. He raised the chalice to the flickering studio lights and proclaimed, his voice echoing with prophetic fervor, "The storm is not coming. The soda machine is in." From the assembled crowd, a chant began to rise, a unified cry of belief and thirst. Refill. 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 The clouds outside swirled ominously. A fluorescent light bulb in the corner flickered and died. Net. And in the distance, a single Taco Bell bell rang out, its chime hanging in the air like a question. This was not the end. It was merely the sponsored cliffhanger. So, what's the moral of this strange caffeinated saga? When media profits start looking like wizards and energy drinks become scripture, it's probably a good time to take a step back. Remember to stay hydrated, preferably with actual water. Always verify your sources, especially if they come from a glowing toaster. Try to avoid any and all enchanted buffets, and know that no one is truly lost, as long as they can still remember their Wi-Fi password. But above all, please, for the love of all that is holy, thou shalt not take internet prophecy on an empty stomach. Thanks for watching, everyone. Sure, if you enjoyed this journey into the weird, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell. We'll see you in the next video.